because we are in fog, not because we are in actual darkness.
I am live as well now after...
Ooh. I like when it's darkness and not
fixing
fog.
things.
I'll bet you do, buddy. Swamps ain't good for you. All right. Are we good to go on both streams? Are we set?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stupendous. Well, welcome one and all to the next thrilling episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Our Sylvan seekers are within the village of Downfall, attempting to curry favor with the royalty of the Sodden Court. Would anyone care to provide a bit of backstory for our previous session?
So when we arrived here and we were on the skid, I believe it was.
Skiff. S-K-I-F-F.
Skiff, got it. We were met by 2 frog guards, and the frog guards guided us to the port. And as we were walking across town, we met a rock that was part of the path. Alistair befriended the rock, and then after moving past the rock path, we found a burning building that was the remains of a balloon factory.
That is absolutely correct. Our party jumped into action to help put out the balloon factory and endear themselves to the bullywogs of Downfall. Would anyone care to jump in with what happened when you all got to the Sodden Port?
Sure.
Wyatt.
What?
I said Wyatt. It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, we, after getting a medallion, I think it was, from the, guy who was outside the balloon factory, we got a little bit of, I wouldn't say favor, but they were more apt to listen to us. The nobles of the town, that is, nobility. We witnessed a failed assassination attempt.
Yeah, we did.
Gordon remembered why nobility angers him sometimes. How easily offended some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
And we all got notes.
You say that, Gordon, because you said something at the end that specifically insulted the current king, King Gullop the 19th of the Sodden.
I will give Gordon a little credit because Alistair also inserted his mouth at one point by bringing up the frog prisoner.
That is true. At different points, both Gordon and Alistair became well acquainted with the taste of their own feet. But y'all managed to escape none the worse for wear. But yes, Gordon, the party all got treated to a secret note from various nobility of the Sodden Court, each of whom has their own agendas. You've met with some of those nobility who have given tasks to various members of the party.
All of which involve murder.
All of which involve the preparation for murder.
Yeah, not all of which are... I don't think actually any of them are murder themselves.
Well, not necessarily. Amara was asked to provide a corpse of a bullywog.
Yeah.
Though the nobility who asked of it didn't really care how you got about getting it.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Lady Moistwort of Bogwater asked that Gordon provide her a fixed balloon so that she might rain down rocks upon King Gullop the 19th. The Duchess Bloatspew of Rotwood asked that Amara provide her a bullywog corpse that she might train the king's pet crocodile to like the taste of bullywog flesh. And Duke Squelchtoe of Slime Gully asked that Cedric separate the king from the book. Specifically, the big book of bad blood that was once Bavlorna's. Additionally, Alistair was given a note requesting that he find Duke Ickrind of... Duke Illig, the Baron of Mugstump. There's so many names and titles in here, and none of them mean anything. But before anything much more could happen after those meetings...
There was one more note.
I missed a note?
Yeah, either Nephany or Amara's.
Oh, that's right. Nephany also got a note. I don't think the contents of that note were read aloud, but Shannon, correct me if I'm wrong.
We at least know where it is. Yes. We know. I did say aloud where we were going.
The Watchtower.
Watchtower,
Yes.
yes.
Lovely. So yes, there also a note was passed into Nephany's caller asking that, I guess Nephany meet this person at the Watchtower?
I mean, we were on the way there, and then we got distracted.
There was a significant distraction. Would either Kyle or Shannon care to elaborate on what that distraction?
Well, one more thing happened before. Sorry, I don't mean to give one more thing.
No, go right ahead.
We also we accidentally found the cage where the knight was stored.
Oh yeah.
True.
And the guards were just like, "Hey, we want a break. You want to watch over them for us?"
Yeah, the guards did not seem to be super committed to their jobs.
So the guards went away, and we watched guard. We talked to the prisoner, and the plan that we came up with is that they will die with like a challenge, a fight to the death, and so to get us in good with the royalty and to get her out, they proposed that we challenge them to the death, and we fight them. We have a fake fight. We fake their death, and then they dump they dump their dead body like into the marsh or whatever, and then they can escape. So
for clarity, the prisoner that was found was the knight Willy Wog of Mugwort, who was the knight who helped Sir Talavar escape Downfall in the first place. There seems to have been a bit of an uproar when Sir Talavar escaped, as he also seems to have been the one who set the balloon factory ablaze.
And stole a balloon.
And stole a whole balloon and promptly got shot down.
Yep.
That's probably another way we could curry favor if we wanted to travel all the way back south. We could go to Slanty Tower and retrieve their balloon.
It's pretty done.
I'm not doing that.
But yes, that is absolutely correct, Kyle. Thank you. And one final bit of drama occurred before the end of last session.
Cedric, this is your turn.
Cedric, while walking back from meeting with his noble, chanced upon a bunch of very insulting sprites. And upon learning that the tree they were in was carnivorous, decided to attack the tree. The tree promptly got up, knocked Cedric out of the sky, and attempted to eat him. The party just barely managed to make it to him in time, because fortunately they were already at the northeast corner of the map. And they actually managed to kill Old Barkless, a tree blight that had taken up residence in Downfall. We are going to rejoin our intrepid heroes in two separate areas. For in the southwest of Downfall, we have the inn at the end of the road, which is just so happening to pass by Downfall, and is going to deposit our missing party member at the corner. Zalora, you have woken up from a significant amount of beauty rest, and you have been introduced to Sue Harabax. Sue Harabax is the innkeep at the inn at the end of the road, a traveling tavern that wanders through hither on a set of legs. The inn. After you woke up, Sue explained that your party had gone to Downfall and had opted to leave you there until you woke up so that you would not be in danger. Sue Harabax herself is an elderly human woman, probably, you would guess, from humans in her 60s or 70s, maybe? Humans are a little bit weird to keep track of. But she seems nice enough.
Stay the same, do they?
Sorry, what was that?
So they never do stay the same, do they? They always change.
Unfortunately, that is true. Yeah, if I could go back to the way I was 40 years ago, that would be lovely. But Sue has offered to bring you in her inn to Downfall, as your party has expressed a desire to mess with the plans of Bathlorna Blightstraw. And there's nothing Sue would like to see more than Bathlorna be ousted from hither.
It sounds like a good plan. I'm feeling much better. A little off, but much better after some rest.
Well, be careful around the swamp gas, dearie. It tends to mess with a person. You be careful in Downfall, you hear me? The bullywogs are generally harmless, but easily insulted.
I've spent most of my life surrounded by nobility, so I kind of know what that's like.
I imagine you'll fit in just fine, dearie. Zalora, you are dropped off at the edge of Downfall as the inn can't get much further into it. And you are wished safe travels by Sue.
Thank you so much for your kindness. I really appreciate you legging me all the way here.
Of course, darling, of course. I don't have any other guests right now, so it's no trouble at all. She also packs a hearty little lunch for you before you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I always enjoy exotic vegetation.
Oh, of course, darling. You make sure you eat well. You look awful skinny.
Food above ground is so different from that below the sea.
Oh, I made it extra soggy for you, dear. I thought you'd like that.
She just squishes it, just like home. It's so salty. Oh.
Zalora, you were dropped off in Downfall. Would you be so kind as to throw me a quick perception check?
Of course, of course. Just gotta find my mouse. Oh, I'm very not perception-wise. Very.
Zalora, the fog is incredibly thick here in Downfall. It's difficult for you to see more than 20 feet in any direction. And as a result, you kind of have to wander about aimlessly until you hear, "Oh, down there! Who goes?" It sounds like a figure shouting up at you.
Hello there. I'm looking for some very kind bullywogs, I believe. Would that might be yourself?
Oh, yes. I am known as a very kind. You hear a slap, a wet-sounding smack, and you hear another voice say, "Clearly she means me." Yes, you found the bullywogs in question. What can we do for you, ma'am?
You see, I was feeling under the weather. And I was resting at a nearby inn, and some companions came to visit, and I was looking to meet up with them, and they told me of a great bullywog, kingdom, village, town, kingdom, I think.
All of the above, I think, fit quite well.
Yes, and that I might be able to find my way there, and that if I just looked for kind bullywogs, they'd be able to show me where to go. And why, you called out, and I asked for kind bullywogs, and here you are.
Here we are, indeed. I assume you mean those colorful travelers who passed in earlier. One of them was very tall, one of them was a bunny, and one of them had a dog.
Ah, yes, they're very different. Mm-hmm.
Very much so. Very dry skin, all of them. You seem to have decently moist skin.
Yes, very, very dry. They don't understand the proper wetness. I'm trying to teach them, of course, but it's hard to change.
Zalora, you have thoroughly charmed these bullywogs, you think. They seem enamored by your presence. And one of them says, well, wait right there, I'll come fetch you and we'll take you to your friends.
That's wonderful. It is wonderfully misty here. I'm having a lot of trouble seeing. Will you be able to help me?
Oh, of course. Please follow me. The bullywog is going to lead you down to the south. I'm sorry, do you know what your token is?
I see.
Token is just?
I do.
Okay, perfect. You should be able to move her around. He's going to lead you down to the southeast over here.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I lost myself.
You are right there.
There we go. You said to the southeast?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Oh. I moved the screen on myself.
Now you're paying leapfrog.
Down here to a walkway that heads around the circumference of Downfall.
Wow. Hello, good sir.
It's around that point that you hear shouting, and another bullywog runs up. Old Barkless! Old Barkless was killed! What?
Oh my, who's Barkless?
Oh, it's a giant tree monster that the hag planted in here!
Oh my god, that hog.
no.
I heard she's so troublesome. So is this...
Oh no, it was a gift! It was a gift to the village! You can tell easily that they're both trying very hard to, shout you down when you call it troublesome.
Well, troublesome as in the act of it dying is troublesome.
Oh, yes, very much so, very much so.
Of course. These times in themselves can be so troublesome, of course. Yes. Can
They're
I...
going to continue going. You do hear more shouting and kerfuffle over to the northeast. So Zalora, as you are escorted over there...
I just go and hum with them, obviously, because I know all about this kind of huffily fluffily. Whatever they say, I will just happily hum along, just either hoeing and humming to whatever pitch they go to.
Oh, absolutely. You know very well this social dance that they're doing right now. And we are going to cut over to the northeast over here with the rest of our lovely party. Who are... It has been minutes since Old Barkless has collapsed. These two bullywog knights are actually cheering. But Alistair and Amara, on this side, you see that this bullywog looks very worried now that Old Barkless has collapsed.
I'm pretty close, so I would walk over. And I'd be like, does that thing make a habit of attacking, people in your village?
Not anyone who gets close to it, yes. I thought we put a sign up, but I didn't see it anywhere.
Oh, well...
Are you okay, friends? You look a little bit worse for wear.
Me, I'm actually not bad.
Oh, okay. I thought you taking damage.
Oh, I'm bloodied. I'm about half.
Okay,
but why do you, if it had attacked people occasionally, why do you look like...
I think I should get one of the nobles here to talk about this. I need to tell somebody else.
Okay, yep.
He's gonna take off in the lily pad.
Yep.
He passes by you, Amara, and you can feel free to move yourself back towards the creek. Nephany says, I tried to move the lily pad.
Where is the group? It's back here. Okay.
Yeah, the group is dead south of you. Cedric and Gordon, right as Zalora starts to approach, the two of you get a moment before she arrives to just, recover yourselves. What are you two doing?
First things first, I gently slap him on the back of the head, and then I start looking at the leg.
Yeah, absolutely. Cedric, you... Yeah, so are you on the ground or are you hovering right now?
He's basically just like 1 foot, his wings keeping the other one off, like from
Using your wing like a crutch.
Yeah, so you touch down and then you, as the adrenaline wears off and pain sets in, and you feel this shooting agony running up your right leg. Gordon, you look down as Cedric winces, and you see that his right leg is bent at a nasty little angle below the knee. It looks like there's a split fracture in his shin.
Oh, that's...
Gordon, can you give me a medicine check really quickly to get more information about that?
Thank God for half.
Nice. On a 17, you look over the leg, and you think that if you can get this properly splinted up, it should heal fine, but he should keep weight off of it for probably a few weeks. What I will say is that the healing process for a leg would ordinarily be like several months for a fracture of this caliber, but with consistent application of healing magic, which is to say at least one spell slot spended per day of healing magic, you can cut that down to only 3 weeks of healing time.
Okay. Oh, buddy. Looks like we're gonna get real close.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, what's wrong? I don't bite.
Much.
You're not the one I'm worried about biting.
Let me see.
Joke for you because you have fangs?
No, he's worried about your reaction. Amara's.
I don't have teeth. I'm not that kind of teeth anyway.
Nefany does the biting. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I haven't bitten anyone in like hours.
You're the bark and Nefany's the
You bit someone?
I mean, a little bit.
Bunny, I think.
I don't think so because I'm real bad at actually making Nefany attack things.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting her initiative.
Her initiative is your initiative, I believe.
I know. I still forget.
Cedric, other than the broken leg, how are you feeling like internally? Like, are you like, you bleeding?
I don't know.
Zalora, it is at about this point that you walk up and you see the party amidst the shattered branches and trunk of this immense tree that has just seemed to collapse and almost immediately rot around them.
Gordon, please stop cursing in Elven.
Oh my god.
I can swap for Gnomish if you'd like.
I think I also know Gnomish.
I get sick for a little while.
Yeah, no, I know Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin.
And everything goes to shit.
I mean, to be fair, since we've gotten here, everything has gone to shit.
Things were going okay for a little bit.
There's definitely something in the air. Cedric, she steps forward to like touch you, and then she looks at you and like steps back. She's like, "Are you gonna be okay?"
I'll be fine.
A couple weeks, constant healing. Don't run on it. Should be all right.
At least that'll stop you from running off on your own. Well, I guess it won't because you have wings. But maybe we should stay together.
Do you think that's an appropriate joke, Alistair?
Not a joke. No, I was saying that even though you have wings, don't fly off. Please stay with us so this doesn't happen again.
Alistair, now's not the time.
Maybe this isn't the best time for this either, but,
When is it ever?
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. My name is Zalora. I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, no worries at all. I am Grumblebug, the Knight of Mossflower.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And she deeply curtsies. It is my greatest honor.
He provides you with a courtly bow as well.
I did not realize I was in the presence of such a courtly knight. It is my greatest honor.
Nor did I in the presence of such a fair lady. He reaches for your hand to give it a very wet kiss.
Oh, you glisten so wonderfully.
And my
you
lady, you shine and sparkle with moisture.
Oh, thank you. I do try. It is often so dry in this land.
But I feel that such talk must come to an end as we find ourselves at a bit of a situation. I believe that my companion has gone to fetch a member of the nobility who will have an idea handle this situation.
I'm not quite sure what I walked into, but I believe...
at the moment I fear overtook me as well.
We killed a tree that tried to kill Cedric.
She pats his hand gently. I think that we shall have a talk. I fear that, trouble seems to often find my companions.
Sir, I fear I have nervous. It's around that time that the guard who left earlier comes back with a bullywog noblewoman trailing with him. This is not one of the ones who has spoken to you previously. She walks up and goes, "Oh dear, this is a situation.
A good situation?
I'm responsible for this."
Oh, my lady. I am Zalora. I did not realize...
Are you with this group who did this?
Oh, I just came, but I didn't realize I would meet someone of your caliber here. I'm so honored. May I ask your name, fair lady?
You may. I am Lady Ribble. I am Lady Ribble of Pondflower.
Oh, of Pondflower, of course. Your name would be as beautiful as your land, no doubt.
It is. But this is a matter most severe. Are you responsible for the death of this tree?
Seems that this tree awoke and attacked these people. We need some serious counsel, and one such as yourself, who is obviously a wise noble, would no doubt be able to handle this situation. Please, may we have the honor of your advice, my lady. We are in such a situation.
Zalora, your flattery seems to be doing a pretty good job at calming her down. Would you throw me a persuasion check with advantage?
Absolutely. If I remember how to spell persuasion and find it. Oh, how about a nat 20?
What's up?
Pretty good. All right.
Passable.
She kind of ruffles in her throat. I suppose that, yes, I might be able to help with this. We should get you somewhere else for the time being. Several of you look to be in need of medical attention.
I know, they look awfully dry, don't they?
They do. Let's get you somewhere with some nice moisture.
Exactly. Please follow the beautiful lady.
Oh, that is the tree. That is not her. She and the knight...
Aurora winks and she just holds her finger up, like, to keep quiet.
She's going to bring you back to these lily pads over here. And eventually you are all going to make your way up north. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab... those tokens, move you, the chair...
Everyone.
Please. Goodbye, tree.
It's dead now.
Laura will take the opportunity to go in the water as much as possible to get wet and to swim if possible.
The water is thick and deceptively deep. You can dive about 25 feet down in this water.
Awesome.
Oh! Lovely.
So I'm going to...
I don't know if you missed the word thick when you said lovely. Thick water does not sound fun. Thick water sounds bad.
She wants to show her appreciation for the water
Oh, of course.
and to, like, kind of to
follow whatever custom she sees.
You are all taken inside this building, the Sinking Palace. The Lady Pondflower explains it to you. This is where many of our nobility come to recuperate. I understand that you are all promised a room here at the behest of one Duchess Crotwood.
Oh, I have just arrived. That is so gracious. I was not aware. You know, I heard that the Bullywogs were so kind and giving, and it just shows that your beneficiary comes before you.
Indeed. Please wait here. I am going to go fetch His Majesty King Golub to speak with you in regards to what has transpired here.
But of course, is there anything that I could do while waiting for you, perhaps?
No need for that. The knight and guard here will help you with your medical needs for +2 weeks.
Perhaps a poem of your beauty while you are gone.
If you could compose one for me, this would be delightful. We have so few skilled minstrels here. She's going to head out. Essentially, the party is going to get a short rest while this happens.
Yay.
Because you are receiving medical attention from the Bullywogs, and especially thanks to Zalora's Nat 20, making them willing to throw a lot of resources at you, the party, any hit dice you roll can be rolled with advantage.
Oh.
Don't forget the D6 from Song of Rest.
Which also is given advantage. You can't do better than a 6 on a D6, so.
13.
Hey.
So does the party want to... Can I assume that the party starts collaborating and sharing information while you are here in the room?
Yeah.
Is, what's his face actually there, or?
They leave after administering medical attention to you, so...
Max,
One guard does stay outside, but the door is closed, so he cannot hear you.
Nice.
So does the party want to have a scene here with each other, or say fast forward to the next?
I think we would just say, like, Zalora, you came in exactly the right time.
Shit.
Yes, the rest did me well, and your note reached me just in time. Luckily I have, or rather unluckily I have, quite a bit of experience with nobility. I guess you could say I'm kind of used to dealing with the type.
I really thought they'd be happy that the tree was gone, because a couple of them seem to not like the tree, but they kind of seem to be mixed about it.
Problem is those that are happy it's gone outwardly are naive. Because if the hag comes and sees that her gift is gone, she will take it out on everyone.
Oh, the tree was a gift.
A gift. You see, those who pretend to be upset, those who appear upset, no doubt will not be punished. You understand, if she comes and sees that it's gone, she will decimate them.
Well,
I
on
think she'd
the
decimate
plus
us.
side, we were already going to do some sort of champion duel. This might be a way to get us out of whatever trouble we're in here.
Oh, I guess, yeah, if we're found guilty, we would just challenge the knight to...
Zalora just seems to melt on a cushion, and all of her, like, confidence and, like, her nobility just, like, fades. Like, her act just fades away, so she can just, like, oh.
Yeah, I can't do that as well anymore. I'm a little bit out of practice, to be honest. I'm kind of impressed.
You hear a knocking at the door.
Come in?
someone going to...
The door opens and Clapperclaw walks
Oh, hey there. Clap.
Laura, Clapperclaw is a little scarecrow who has crab claws at the end of his arms and a gourd sitting on top of his shoulders.
With coins in it.
With little copper coins that rattle whenever he shakes his head. And he says, hey, I heard that you all killed a big tree?
Yeah.
Is that good?
We thought it was good. It might not be good.
It might not be good. Oh, okay. Hi, lady. I don't know you. My name is Clapperclaw. He looks at you, Laura, as he says that.
Laura looks really confused, but she puts her nobility smiles on and she's like, "It is my utmost pleasure to meet you, good sir."
Oh, you don't need to do the nobility thing with Clap. Clap's friend. He's good.
You talk like the frogs do.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Oh, thank God. Hi. Clapperclaw, it is, hi.
Hi.
I'm
Pretty.
Thank you. I talk like that because I don't want to offend anyone here. It seems that they're a bit sensitive, and my friend's got in a bit of trouble, so I didn't want to offend you either. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I like your claws. She shakes his claw.
Oh, you're very well. Thank you.
Was that okay?
Your face?
Oh. Thanks.
This bullywug's definitely going to get eaten by this crocodile, right?
Oh dear.
You don't know. You're not sure. What I would like for the party to do, though, is to nominate someone to roll me a d20.
I don't like that.
I'll do it, I guess?
Yeah, I think it was less of a nomination, more of a volunteer.
Yeah. It's a 12, which is right in the middle, so can't be that bad, but it can't be that good either.
Don't worry, that's the situations I cried. I rolled a nat 100 on a random encounter, and we got a red dragon. That was not fun.
Oh dear.
What you didn't realize was 99 of the rolls were a red dragon, and one was a black dragon. Like, it's like...
Some more time passes, and eventually you all hear some shuffling at the door, followed by this guard right here opening the door. Clapperclaw runs behind y'all.
Yes. Clap, you can just hide behind me.
Okay. And you hear, His Majesty King Gulp is here to see you.
I'm pretty sure Clapperclaw is bigger than Alistair.
Clapperclaw's about 3 feet tall.
Oh, so we're the same size. Okay, cool.
Nice. And a voluminously dressed bullywog walks up. He is backed by another guard and the lady Pondflower. And King Golub says, I understand that there was a bit of a kerfuffle with old Barkless.
Hey, Laura steps up and she's like, "My dear king, I am gracious in your presence. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Laura. I have yet to introduce myself. I am just joining my friends."
Lady Laura, your presence was dearly missed at my first meeting with your companions. You seem quite adroit in social situations.
It was my poor constitution, unfortunately. I am a water creature at heart, and I found myself a bit dry since coming here. It is my deepest sadness to not have been able to greet you. She leaks a sad bit of water from her face as she says this.
And yet your grace now in this meeting does more than make up for it, my dear. Food, if you would. King Gullup shifts you all to the side as he makes his way down into the side chamber, where the knight who was following him fashions him a small throne of cushions.
Hey,
And he says,
might I just say, my lord, my gracious king, I have never seen such gorgeous attire before.
Thank you. Thank you. I took this off of the dead body of the king I killed.
Why waste such a gorgeous outfit? Clearly, it was made for you. Of course, you had to take it.
Indeed. But I fear that all of this flattery must fall to the wayside, for there is important talks to be talked.
Of course.
Words to be spoken. You hear the knight whispering, important words to be spoken.
Of course.
For this tree that you have taken it upon yourselves to rid my village of was something placed here by the Lady Brightstraw herself. This was not so much a gift to the village as it was a statement, a proclamation, if you would, of her presence and her power. This act that you have done, therefore, need not be communicated to her as a challenge. One such as ourselves could provide her the news in a positive light. Can I get an insight check from the party?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
About to ask.
So Laura, you
Oof.
speak this language.
Oof.
Zalora and Cedric, the two of you speak this language. You know what he's getting at. Amara, you have not dealt with someone who speaks so, incompetently in double speak as he does.
Mara is also a little too preoccupied, worried about Cedric.
Fair. Alistair, this guy's speaking in circles.
Yep.
You think he said the same thing 3 times? And Gordon, you're following along, but you're not sure exactly what he's getting at. For Cedric and Zalora, though, the king is saying that you are in his debt now. That he has the power to communicate what you did to Bavlorna in a positive light or in a negative light. And he is subtly implying, to your ears, not so subtly implying, that it is time that you suggest what you are going to do for him as a method of repayment for this. I will give you a moment to discuss this because this is happening right now, but y'all did have a full hour to talk before he came in.
Okay.
So there can be some retroactive discussion.
Okay. So Laura would know exactly what this means. So what were we offering? We were offering some kind of duel or something, right?
There is a challenge, yeah. The prisoners here have to either go against each other or go against a champion of some sort, and it's basically a duel to the death.
The other thing I was thinking about was if we took one of the people who gave us a note and we were like, gave one of them up, basically. not saying
Okay.
Who, but like for example, we like, oh, somebody in the village knows you have a book. You probably don't know you have we don't say it this way, but you tell him he has Bavlorna's book because he doesn't know that that's Bavlorna's book.
I would have. You are assuming that he doesn't know. If, for all we know, it could be a gift from Bavlorna.
No, the Cedric's bullywug said that he does. I thought maybe Kyle's misremembering.
Cedric actually said that to us yet. That's a bit.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fair.
The specifics of what Duke Squelch Toe.
Sorry, I forgot that he hadn't. Yes, my bad.
Cedric hasn't said a word
I apologize. Then I don't say that. Ignore that. I forgot.
at all since
Okay.
the tree.
I forgot. Never
Now
mind.
y'all could still give up either Lady Moistwort or Lady or Duchess Blowspew.
That's actually, I was gonna say, it seems a little underhanded, but that seems to be the law of the land.
Yeah, everybody's underhanded here.
And to alert him of one, if not all, of the assassination attempts would definitely get us some favor and might cancel out this debt.
I would not tell him about all, because we probably want to hold something up our sleeve, because, for example, let's say one of the attempts succeeds and he's no longer the ruler, we're going to want to know some more names. We're like,
But it also seems like he's a puppet of the knight next to him. So.
That is not the case, Laura.
Okay.
It just seems that the knight knows more words, but the king is the actual power.
yes.
How do I put this nicely? They're incompetent as hell.
Yeah.
I didn't mention this to the rest of the party beforehand, but you would have gathered by now that all of these bullywogs, while they've taken on the trappings of nobility, don't seem to you to be they feel more like children playing pretend at aristocracy, rather than people who understand what all of this means.
I do also agree, though, that the champion idea, we wouldn't have to give up anybody's names, and it would also help us free Sir Wigglewug.
We could also ask for a trial in general. We didn't go into it thinking that we were going to attack the tree. We did it out of defense.
I think we'd end up in a kangaroo court.
Well, even then, if one of us was put on trial for the whole party's crimes, then they would be considered guilty, and then we have a contestant for this fight.
Yeah, yeah, but be faster, just go there the direct way, if possible.
Well, I feel like the direct way is by offering a champion is already admitting guilt, which is not a great start to something like this.
Oh, they know.
There is a difference between us saying, "I'm so sorry, we did this this happened on accident out of defense. We're willing to take a trial or do a champion," or, "Hey, I just want to fight you to get this over with."
No. It's the second thing you said. We're so sorry we did this in self-defense. As penance, we could be a champion. So it's yeah. Does the group think that admitting to self-defense and then asking to be a champion is our best bet then?
I'm not hearing any objections from the party.
Cool.
I'm opinions here.
That
It's the
would
only
be
option.
I don't really know. So
It's
I'm
the
gonna
only-
say group consensus.
Well, this information, Laura, is being communicated in the rest before King Gullup arrives, so they can communicate everything that has happened so far to you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that is not communicated to Zalora? I know that Cedric is not giving details about the squelch toe and the talk he had.
And Gordon also has not told the party about the balloon.
That is correct. Gordon has not given details about what Lady Moistwort asked of him. But in general, everything else. So if you have any questions, just let us know. But Zalora has been fully filled in otherwise.
Okay.
Amara is going to put a hand on Cedric's hand and say, "What do you want to do?"
I mean, it's my fault. I can take the blame for it.
I don't think anybody is at fault here. It was a demon tree.
I think that if anyone's at fault, it's the hag, and she did this as a show of force, and you were defending yourself. I think that...
No, I initiated it. It's my fault.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem if it comes up in court. Maybe don't admit that in court.
Why did you initiate it? He gives his hand a slight squeeze.
Did my mic pick that up or no?
No, we didn't hear what you
I
said.
did not hear it.
Okay. Cedric just looks at the ground as he says, I don't know.
I don't think that changes it. I think we still go for champion in self-defense. Who would be our champion? Gordon? Me? Who would do the actual...
I will tell the party right now that if your intent is to fake an impressive combat, that would be performance or deception.
Oh, yeah, that's not
I'll
going to be...
inform your choice.
That's not going to be me.
It would be a performance check using your dexterity or strength modifier in place of charisma.
Oh.
Because you're essentially stage fighting.
I do have proficiency in performance, and I'm good at dex, so if it's something like that, that could work.
No shit.
Yeah,
You really?
Yeah.
I love that.
So if we don't use charisma, which is -1, and we use dex instead, which is +3, I'd have a pretty good performance.
Well, I have a +7 with my expertise.
Yeah, you should do it.
And deception's also a pretty good route with +5. So
Yeah,
Nice.
it should be, and you should be the performer. Yeah.
what can I say? Gordon's good at lying his ass off.
So it sounds like there is a general consensus reached, so we are going to come back to the present, where we are speaking with King Gullop at his little makeshift audience chamber. And he seems to be, he's continuing to prattle on.
You know what that kind of was? That was kind of like in a heist movie where we flash back to see the...
Exactly, a flashback to see what your plans really were the whole
That's cute.
Options 11.
I think Zalora, knowing what he would say, I think that my companions and I would have an idea for what needs to be done. And would share eloquently what
The plan was, yeah.
Yeah, that we did it, and that it was a self-defense incident, but that we would nominate one of us as a champion to help him out with his...
Which of you is claiming that it is that it was self-defense? Because Cedric explicitly told you it wasn't.
Who's good at deception?
Gordon.
And Gordon, you're going to be the choice anyway, so if you step forward and you explain the self-defense and then also nominate yourself as champion, that would work.
If that's the way to go forward.
But can he have advantage on that deception roll because it's technically a white lie?
Or even, like, we're giving him the help action by also talking and speaking and bolstering
I think more that Zalora and Alistair and the rest of y'all giving him the help action
Okay.
rather
Okay.
than the scale of the lie giving him advantage.
Okay.
also Zalora would just like to give Lady Pondwater that thing she wrote.
That poem.
This is so lovely, thank you.
Of course, my lady. I did say I would write it for you.
You certainly did. You are a lady of your word.
Always, my lady. I enjoy your presence.
She's actually going to reach over to one of the lily pads, and she gestures her hand over it, and a small, lavender flower rises up out of the pad, and she hands it to you, and she says, "Though I fear its beauty cannot match yours, I certainly hope you will appreciate this regardless."
Oh, it is gorgeous. Not as nice as your dress. I love the color, but I appreciate the gesture.
Zalora, go ahead and mark on your character sheet that you have a lavender flower. That might do something later on. You have a token of the Lady Pond Flower's favor.
No.
Regardless, Gordon, are you telling the king that it was done in self-defense?
Yes.
Lovely. Give me that deception check with advantage if you would, so be so kind.
Hey-ya!
Yeah!
That is a 22. The odds of him getting past that with an insight check are low. Especially now that I've rolled a 4.
He doesn't have a +18 to insight?
No, you know what? The 27th king to grace this court in the last 3 days does not have a +18 to insight. He is going to listen, kind of, in what you're sure thinks is a majestic pose. Your words have moved me, good Sheriff Gordon. Yes, I will allow you to prove your valor in the court of combat. Do you fight for your friends?
Indeed, I will.
Lovely. Then we shall prepare a suitable opponent, which you know is the only opponent available.
Yeah. I was real worried, out of character, that he would pick one of us and be like, only one
God.
of you.
Oh God.
Just points at Cedric. Him.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Henceforth, your trial shall commence tomorrow at dawn.
I'll be sure to give you all a good show, my liege.
I look forward to it. Now, Scoot! His Majesty wishes to leave.
Yeah.
The Laura bows down graciously. Thank you,
I bow as
your
well.
esteemed majesty. It was the grandest pleasure to have met you yet again.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
And they are... Oh, no, that's stretching them.
Jess, that's something we forgot to recap because it was minor, but it's still funny. And you just heard him call him Sheriff Gordon. When we were coming in, they wanted to announce us like as royalty, and Alistair just made up titles, most of which make sense, like Lord Cedric and Lady Amara of Waterdeep. But then I just made up ones where I'm Brother Alistair because I'm a monk, and then I said Sheriff Gordon just because I couldn't think of a title for a lawman that's like royal.
Good
I'm like,
question.
I needed a noble lawman, and I'm like, Sheriff!
The king is going to make his exit. And the party is once again alone. The Lady Pondflower has left through the back entrance.
Hot damn, that went better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So Laura twirls her lily pad and sticks it in her hair.
Also, on the bright side, we found out where we're sleeping tonight, so...
Just collect all the NPC collectibles.
I call dibs on the Pelothrone.
Well, it's not bedtime yet.
Doesn't matter. Still
Okay.
mine.
Laura's like, I think that you guys have caused quite a bit of trouble, and they are quite persnickety. You might not want to talk to them.
Oh, well, no, but, like, there's a shop up in the northwest corner that we were told about. We could maybe visit there. And then we still have 2 notes that I don't want to, like, expire. Literally, because the frogs could die. But also, the bullywugs could die. But also, oh, yeah, sorry. We got notes, and so we've met the people who wrote the notes for some of them. We haven't met the others. And I'd be afraid of, yes, the bullywugs dying, but also... like the offers or the conversations expiring, as it were. So I would want to redeeming a coupon at a store. I want to make use of them sooner rather than later. I don't know. That's just my thought.
There's been a fair bit of intrigue since we arrived. Several nobles here have asked for favors from some of us, and we have not visited everyone who has asked for a favor yet.
Yes. And because if they're any level of nobility, I would not want to anger them by not paying them a visit either.
Well, I'm sure this, whatever just happened, has now spread. Mm-hmm. It's a small village.
That's true.
Yeah, I doubt you could be inconspicuous at this point.
Well, so we just rat out the infamy. It's easy.
What time is it in the day right now, JD?
I'm going to go ahead and call it late afternoon.
Okay.
You're coming up on nighttime.
So then maybe just the shop and call it a day?
I think Zalora is willing to walk around. I think she's willing to be a goodwill ambassador. But I don't think that she would be willing to go backstabbing. So if you guys want to, you absolutely can. She'll just try to calm everyone down and make people like you guys, maybe? If you guys
Some of us did wonderfully with our own individual diplomacies and stuff. Gordon and Amara, great.
Also,
Maybe-
I would like to look for if we could. Oh yes, is there a bullywug I could pull? Is this guy actually standing here?
He is, in fact. There is a guard station outside the Sinking Palace with an actual crocodile.
Hello, good sir.
Oh, hello.
Yes, I was just wondering, if there was a way to procure, equipment. Like I could use like a great club or like a hammer, or like do you have a way to I could buy or trade?
You will need to be outfitted for the duel tomorrow. Are you the one fighting tomorrow?
I am.
He just seems confused.
Oh, okay. No. This is just for myself. I just wanted to I've been looking at my equipment and thinking about it and thinking about what I could do differently, things like that. You know, as
probably...
you're does he look like a guard or like is every guard a knight? Is that what I'm getting here?
No.
Okay.
All the knights are also guards, but
Yes.
not every guard is a knight.
Okay. Does this guy look like a guard or a knight?
This is just a guard.
Okay. Well, as a guard, you know you want to have good equipment.
As a reminder, the knights have the dark background. The background.
Thank you.
This is a knight.
Okay.
Adorable.
But the guard is going to say, we don't particularly much sell to outsiders. If you were looking for that sort of thing, I believe the Darkling merchants might have something.
Okay. Alright.
I could see if I could scrounge something for you from the battlefield, though, maybe.
Okay, yeah. A great club is what I was looking for specifically.
For a tip?
Who is Snoodle and...
Oh, yes, I would 100% give you a finder's fee. Yes.
Oh, lovely. Maybe up front?
Oh, yeah. Alistair looks in his pockets, because Kyle doesn't know how much he has. I don't want to insult this guy. I'm gonna, go to hand him, a couple silver, but, as I'm doing it, I want to, pretend like I'm counting. I want to do that thing where I can count, 1 silver, 2 silver, and I can kind of gauge his response, so I can stop when I know he's satisfied, so I don't go over. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can I roll?
I will need an insight check from
Okay.
you.
Nope, that's a 5.
That's a hot 5. Alistair, how much money do you have, and when do you don't notice his expression change at all?
Okay.
When do you stop?
I would say 10 silver?
So you stop at 10 silver and you look at him like, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
And he's... let me check something really quickly.
I can't roll persuasion. I could roll persuasion. I don't want to roll persuasion.
You know what? I'll just take 7 of those.
Oh, okay. What a fine fellow you are.
What a fine fellow you are!
Ah, yes! Ha ha ha! Okay, I take 7 silver.
You never saw anything come back.
Yeah, he never comes back!
Do not insult a bullywog.
Oh, don't worry. If he doesn't come back, I'll hunt him down.
Alright, I give him the 7 silver.
So he is gone. You have lost 7 silver, and maybe he's gonna come back with something.
We'll have to see.
Don't worry. I'll have to talk before we...
So I see Snoodle. Have we met Snoodle? Because he looked adorable.
Snoodle is the king's pet crocodile.
The one
That's the one that the Lady Bloatspew wants to teach to eat bullywog flesh, so that the king's own pet eats him.
Looks adorable.
We need to find, some, long... Here's what we need. We need, in every fairy tale story where there's, a long-lost prince that, his father was killed a while ago, and he's actually a nice, good, generous bullywug, and, we could just make him king. That's what we need. We need a Gendry.
Alistair, as you're saying that, you know he wouldn't last 12 minutes.
I want Clapperclaw to be a long-lost prince.
Oh my god.
That's some Studio Ghibli bullshit.
Under that gourd, are you really a bullywug?
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, under the gourd, I'm just a scarecrow.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a prince.
Could we make you... Instead of being a crab scarecrow, we could make you into a bullywug scarecrow.
What does that even look like?
haven't thought of that yet.
That's fair.
So,
Does the party want to do anything before y'all bed down for the night here?
I do.
yeah.
Zalora, what would you like to do?
I would like to take my gall and see if there's like a general area where like the nobility hang out or just relax. And I would just like to generally play for them and maybe just chit chat, just try to increase like our friendliness, like I said, just to like increase like the general like okay, they're okay to be around, they're not as bad. Just generally to use my own nobility and my friendliness and my socialization to just be like, oh, okay, maybe the rumors aren't as bad,
Yeah, absolutely. Zalora, you'll actually find many of the nobles lounging in lily pads around this central lake.
Perfect. I would love to swim out and go on a lily pad.
Stupendous.
Anytime I can go in water. As a matter of fact, I will swim out and show them my lovely fin leg.
I love that. Zalora, would you be so kind as to roll me your choice of either performance or persuasion, as you attempt to endear yourself and your party to the nobles?
I'll give it a try.
Hey.
I'll give it a try, she says. On a 23, Zalora, you go out and you meet many members of the nobility. They seem naturally drawn to your own charisma. And you are introduced to ladies of Bog Bottom and lords of Stinkwater, and you engage yourself, you kind of hold your own court here in the lake for a time.
Is Lady Pondwater showing off my poem?
Lady Pondflower is nowhere to be seen, though she seemed so moved by your poem that she thinks you kind of just returned home to go luxuriate over it. Zalora, are there any questions you would like to have answered while you are here, while you have the ears of this nobility?
I would just like to know what's been going on, if they've had any troubles, if there's anything that I could do for them while I'm around, because, I'm new here and, everything's just so different here, and, I'm a water creature myself, and, everything's just so different, and if they could tell me anything to make my stay better, because they know so much more than me, of course they would know all the good places and everything I need to know.
So you get a lot of information, mostly, like, when you ask about current events, you learned that a couple of days ago, there was a visitor from outside of Prismere, a small little fairy dragon, who caused quite an uproar when he ran away from the Lady Blightstraw's hospitable offers to stay, and a traitorous knight Mugwort who helped him escape and also helped him burn down the balloon factory. We don't have any functioning balloons right now. What a travesty that is.
Oh my gosh, that's just so horrible. How are you gonna enjoy any, I bet you can't even take the sights in anymore.
Not at all. You also hear that recently, a set of Darklings, individuals from the realm of Yon in Prismere, Y-O-N, have come by Storm Balloon and are docked in the northeast part of town. Apparently, they have an audience coming up with the Lady Blightstraw.
That's who Alistair was talking about.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, well, are they friendly folk? Would they let you borrow their balloon, maybe even for a picnic?
Oh no, they seem quite protective of their equipment. Although they do seem otherwise quite happy to trade and bargain, though the things they ask for are so esoteric.
Oh.
I had one try to sell me a bauble in exchange for the sound of my laughter. And I tell you what, I laughed her right out of town.
Well, your laughter is quite infectious. I can see why they would want it.
Oh, what a darling you are. Thank you, thank you.
Well, people always want what they can't have, and of course, you people are so gracious. Why wouldn't they want the things that you have? I mean, of course.
Indeed. Are there any other specific questions that you ask, Zalora? Nothing else you get seems to be of much use, though you can prattle on with them for as long as you want about the various sordid goings-on of the court.
Is there any way to gently prod about any of, our witchy friends without them being aghast? Because I certainly would not ask anything that would turn them against me, and I don't want to bring up anything that would, especially with the recent tree debacle, would, turn them against.
And you're referring specifically to the hags, yes?
Because we need someone from each of the planes as well to.
Oh, we did find out that the Scarecrow is from one of the planes, and then the Dark Dealers are from the other plane. But yes.
Yeah, so
yes,
we
you would already have, Zalora. That Clapperclaw is from thither.
Okay. So we need information specifically about any of the other planes or the hags, right?
Right.
So I would gently prod about that, but seriously would not try anything to lose any favor. And I would backpedal or joke around,
Go ahead and give me another persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, not the worst.
Not the worst at all. You gently prod and see if maybe Lorna has been seen recently in the village. If they know of anything that makes her uncomfortable, or maybe if they know of any gifts that might be taken well. You get back that Lorna is something of an amateur taxidermist. So gifts of dead animals might be well received.
Maybe rare dead animals?
Oh, especially those. Anything exotic she would love.
Oh, that's why she... okay.
Notably, you also, one of the bullywogs says, I tell you what, when she came down to visit the court last time, she yelled at my son, and he wasn't doing anything but spinning in circles. Strange little beast, if you ask me. And one says, but Lady Blightstraw, your son.
Say your son? I would love to hear more about your son.
She speaks at length about her son. She is happy to prattle on about her lovely, I don't know how long Bullywogs live, so I'm just going to give it a human age 7-year-old son.
The reason why she would yell at her son for spinning. Just because she was annoying, or is this
the lady who mentioned that does not seem to know why. Simply that Lorna seemed very distressed at this action.
Okay, we'll tuck it away, and then I will, after not understanding that she will talk about her son Lilith for ages, I'll slide away to other people's children, and then try to put it maybe to lineage, and then slide away to other topics to be oh, what about lands and stuff, to try to weasel my way into other information and away from her son,
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to navigate the ship of this conversation to more or less whatever waters you want to.
Say, eventually I'll start yawning and be well, I think I'm going to go for another lap around before I head back. It has been the utmost pleasure. I am so glad that I was able to moisten myself enough to come over. I have just had the best time. Your presence here is
welcome at any time. Please, avail yourself of our path.
Thank you. I've been meaning to ask, your skin looks so moist. Do you use something special? Because I would love to find out.
We're going to cut away from this as you discuss skincare routines and various types of mud. I see that Gordon has made his way outside of the Sinking Palace.
Yeah.
Gordon, where are we off to?
I'm trying to find some wood to make a decent splint for Cedric.
We just killed a tree.
Yeah.
It turned to ash.
The tree
Did all of it, Jay?
immediately rot because
okay.
Cedric killed it with necrotic damage.
Oh. Well.
So yeah, Gordon, give me a survival check to find even one piece of wood on this godforsaken village that is not damp.
Oh! I would actually say...
That's
Oh.
a natural 19.
I was gonna volunteer wood, but you got it.
Gordon, that's a natural 19, so, yeah, I don't know how, but you actually managed to find sections of wood that have not fully absorbed water. Maybe you light a bit of tinder and dry out some wood using it. I'm not sure if that works or not.
Yeah, what's that Japanese technique where you burn wood so it lasts longer? That's a thing. I forget what it's called, though.
Oh, is it? Well, you do that.
Well, I have the rest of the education, so...
There you go. You managed to gather a nice bundle of wood to use for Gordon's splints. You also see a bullywog digging around in the battlefield. Great club. How big is a great club?
I didn't know he meant the proving grounds. I could search the proving grounds myself. Like
You're a
great
long
club.
guest. You're going to do that.
Let's see, great club. I think you can use it one hand pretty easy. No, regular club, one hand pretty easy. Great club, pretty big. Think size of your torso.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you, friend.
Not a problem.
I do love that now Gordon is also helping to find my weapon.
Hey, I heard him muttering. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
He's a helpful boy.
Chaotic neutral doesn't mean I'm an asshole all the time.
Exactly.
No, but you don't know it's my weapon. That's why it's even fun.
Alistair, I see that you are headed up north to the,
Alistair has been so curious ever since he first heard about them, like, many days ago.
Alistair, you head out into the fog towards the docks, not docks, but like a pier, where you know the Darklings are stationed. And before you even get near there, you hear the rumbling of thunder. At the end of this pier is what you at first think is a massive black balloon that is gently tugging at the ropes, mooring it to the ground. Beneath it is a basket made of black wicker and wood that is currently serving as a merchant's stall. And I say it appeared to be a black balloon because as you get closer, you realize it is actually a massive storm cloud.
Oh, wow.
Held down by wire and netting.
That's very cool.
The area beneath it has been designated a merchant stall. And as you approach, you hear the bickering of two individuals. You're not close enough to actually discern what's being said, and also I don't think it's in a language you speak. What languages do you speak, Mr. Alistair Buttons?
Buttons, Alistair Buttons. It's common, obviously common, Primordial and Sylvan.
Gotcha. No, you do not understand this language. I will say you recognize it, though, as being Elvish. Albeit an odd dialect of Elvish that sounds a bit grating to your ears.
Can I see the two beings, or not yet?
You do. They are two dark silhouettes that you realize are not just silhouettes, it's actually just that their skin is pitch black.
Okay.
And the two of them are tall, willowy beings who are engaged in what looks like almost a slap fight. They're inches when they see you approach. And one of them says, "Oh, a visitor! Oh, stop. Hello there! What can we do for you?"
Hello.
They lean forward on the glass counter that serves as their storefront. Welcome to Trinket, Bauble, and Charms. My name's Trinket. I'm more than happy to be of service.
Who's Bauble and Charms?
Oh, well, that's Bauble. And our boss is Charm.
Ah.
He, as you approach, the figure switches to Sylvan, which you do understand.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
What kind of merchandise you got here?
Oh, we got a hole, and she's going to unfurl a sign. It is. I'm gonna move that to that folder, and I am going to show this. We got a whole bunch of things, and Trinket gestures broadly, and you see the glass counter pop with smoke as things appear on display inside of it. We got a lovely little thimble, but unfortunately you gotta use your own fingertip with it. We got ourselves a duskmallow pie, freshly baked, I promise. We got some ink portraits that, and we got ourselves a monocle. It's a nice monocle, I promise. She leans over as you examine the wares. Does anything catch Alistair's eye?
Get yourself a monocle.
I like that it's called the Moon Monocle.
Yeah, I don't...
Your bunny doesn't have a monocle. You're not doing it right.
Let me see something. I was one of the people that don't have dark vision, so if that's what it's hinting at,
Same.
But,
How much is the monocle? We should all wear monocles.
I think it's hilarious that Gordon was looking for wood, and it's like, here's some...
I
That's where it all went.
Okay.
You can't prove that, can you?
How many monocles?
Yeah, I would ask about the monocle. Yeah.
How many monocles? Is it just one?
Nice little monocle there's caught your eye, huh? Oh, this little baby, that's your, There's a pause, and Bauble jumps in. It lets you see good, don't it? And Trinket says, I do. You want it?
Now, you two seem like magical folk yourself. And I'm a magical man myself.
Oh, everything we got here's got a nice little sprinkle of magic on it.
Yeah. I'm a magic man myself. And I do some gust and some shape earth. And I'm like, so what's the deal with the monocle? Does it actually like?
Oh, well, this thing magnifies the moonlight, don't you know? Turns dark into day. Makes the starlight into spotlights.
And how much is that fetching?
Oh, I'll take just the color from your eyes for that one.
The fuck?
Bauble was like, oh, if that's too steep a price for you, I'll take it just for the rhythm in your step.
Definitely the rhythm of my step. I could probably part with the color of my eyes.
Is it the color you see, or the color?
The color that appears, I would take it.
You have not asked for specifics.
Yeah, I would say, I take it you mean the color that appears in my eye. Like, if I have blue eyes, you would take the blue away.
That's exactly right.
Can you make Alistair's thing bigger? Because I don't remember what color eyes Alistair has. Can you make his token bigger?
Looks like blue.
Greenish blue.
Turquoise.
He's a little seafoam eye bunny.
So I got
That
these.
looks like a teal.
I got these teal eyes. What would they turn to? Like white, black? What would they go to?
Translucent. They'd be glass in your eye there one day.
Oh.
Nothing at all.
That's interesting. Let me see here. The only other one I was wondering about was, what's the thimble?
Well, it's a thimble, ain't it?
Yeah.
You both things.
But other than sewing, thimbles are for sewing. or like playing the guitar, I guess.
I'll leave the sewing. I think so. That sounds about right, I think.
Maybe it's a mending spell?
I don't think you can play the guitar with a thimble.
You can use a thimble like a pick.
No.
That was the theory Gordon's well, that's the theory Alistair's running with, so that's what he says.
I don't think that's how that works, but I don't know enough about thimbles or guitars to tell.
No, you get a good banjo, you play it with a thimble, trust me.
No, not at all. You definitely use a pick.
Yeah, but I'm telling this to these guys and then they'll keep spreading it to other people. It'll work, trust me.
So you want it or not?
So yeah, what's the magic part of it?
Well, it traps things, don't it?
Oh, it traps things. Okay.
Yep.
Huh.
Does it trap your fingertip?
You don't know. You're not there to ask.
Yeah, you're not there. I will think...
What are you trying... I saw you roll a persuasion check and you didn't get good on it.
It was just joking that you can play a thimble guitar. That's all it was. It was just like further in the joke. That's all. So.
I see.
But, okay. I'll think on this. Do you have the same wares or do you rotate them?
We got the same wares, but we got a limited stock, so if you want something, you might want to get it now, or else somebody else might snatch it from under you.
I'd like to roll insight on that sentence.
Sure, absolutely.
Oof, nat one. I suck.
Hey, you only see one of these
Limited time only.
Tell you what, we can barter. Not barter, we can negotiate. I'll give you one of my eyes colors, because you're only giving me the one monocle.
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't work like that?
Price is the price. What, you're too cheap to give me the color from both your eyes?
I really like the color of my eyes, so like
Well, that just makes it more valuable, doesn't
yeah,
it?
but like if you were giving me glasses, I'd be all for it, but it's only the one.
Just so people can see the beautiful translucence that will be waiting there after we...
I guess getting a version of dark vision is worth losing my nice bluish-greenish eyes.
But it's only seeing in dim light, not completely darkness. Then again, I'm not here.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sleep on it, and I'll come back tomorrow.
If it's still here tomorrow.
If it's still here tomorrow, yeah. Yeah. God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. Alistair says out loud, yeah, take the color, I'll take the monocle.
Deal! Trinket is going to gesture you forward and hold your chin in place with one hand. With the other, she is going to pull out a small marble. And she chants something in Elvish. And as she does so, you get the distinctly uncomfortable sensation of watching this trail of turquoise leak out of your eyeballs. And travel down in a small, thin stream to float within the marble.
I forgot to ask what your return policy is, but I suppose it's too late now.
I ain't got one! And Bobble says, all sales are final. And Trinket is going to pass their hand directly through the glass and grab the monocle, and in a small velvet on a small velvet pillow, she hands you the Moonlight Monocle.
Thank you. I put it on immediately.
Fantastic. You put on the Moonlight Monocle. Let me see. Oh, you know what? These do not require attunement.
Nice.
Alistair, you put on the monocle, and it was getting dark out here. There's not a whole lot of light.
Yeah.
The dim light that was around you before, with like the little bit of torches and the flashes from lightning, is suddenly bright and vivid. in the eye that's wearing the monocle.
Yes. Okay, thank you. That was a good trade. Before I go,
Oh, yeah. What now?
so I hear that your balloon there travels all over.
We get around.
I don't know.
Why? What are you getting at?
Do you ever take passengers when you go?
No.
No?
No.
There's no trade. There's no.
Says, well, wait. What have you got to offer that's worth travel?
Well, yeah, that would be a price determined by you, but it would depend on where you're going to be how much it's worth.
I think a sense of direction might be appropriate trade. I think ability to read a map might be fair. That feels thematic. Ooh, maybe right foot, so you got 2 left feet.
Do you ever go between hither? Do you ever go between hither, thither, and yon?
Only when we got to. When Sean tells us to.
Yeah. Out of character, which one was the scarecrow from again? Was it thither or yon?
It goes from thither.
Okay.
But I am going to get a persuasion check right now.
Okay.
You, Alistair.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. What's a 12?
That is a 12. Which is not bad. The two of them seem to be willing to keep talking when another figure comes out of like what you thought. This doesn't look super big,
yeah.
But this figure still opens the door at what you thought was the back of the basket,
yeah.
Which seems to lead further into somewhere. And this is a tall, slender figure wearing a big brimmed black hat. And she says, "What do we have here? What did I hear you talking about? Taking passengers? We don't take passengers, sir. We're merchants.
I take it your charm.
Ferry service. The name's Charm, yes. Yours?
Buttons. Alistair Buttons. Charmed,
Pleasure.
I'm sure.
Ugh. Gross.
Pleasure. Drink it, bobble. We're closing up shop. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, I didn't mean to offend you. I apologize.
Alistair, even with your passive insight, you get the impression that they want you gone.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
There's something Charm wants to say to the other two that she will not do in your presence.
As I walk away, can I try to roll a perception as like I slowly walk away to try to overhear something?
Yeah, and we'll make perception for something else as well that you might notice.
I'm good at perception. That's a nat 20.
Jesus! Okay. Okay, fantastic. So you walk away. I'll give you several things.
Okay.
Firstly, none of the 3 of them have shadows.
Okay.
Which you see much more clearly now with the monocle on.
Yeah.
Secondly, as you walk away, you hear Charm in a hushed voice as she shepherds the other 2 back into whatever that back door leads. What are you doing? You know the mistress don't want us gallivanting around with people. Oh, we thought it was just you thought. Oh, you don't get paid to think. You barely get paid. Moongrave will have our heads if we stop bringing people into Yorn. And the door slams shut behind them. Meanwhile, we've been having... so, Alistair, as you're heading back, we're going to cut to Gordon, Cedric, and Amara, who've been having a time.
Yeah.
And I very much appreciate y'all's willingness to, do that, simultaneously with RP happening elsewhere. But what's happening? Do you want to have a quick scene there out loud, or do y'all think that you've more or less covered things?
I'll leave it to the rest of them.
More or less covered.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Fantastic. Cedric, your leg has begun the healing process. And there were, in fact, no rolls for setting up that splint. It's just something that Gordon, you've set broken limbs before. You know what you're doing.
Mostly my own.
Mostly your own. It was a lot easier this time.
You weren't the one screaming.
But Alistair, you return to the Sinking Palace with a bit of information in tow and also a monocle on your head.
On his head?
Well, on his face.
I was like, that's not. I hope he has it on his head, because Mara's gonna go, that's not how you wear that.
I store it behind my ear when I'm not using it, and then when I use it, I'll put it on my eye.
I will also say, Amara, as he walks in, I assume you look at him as he walks in.
Amara wouldn't notice, because she can't see colors.
That's true, yeah. Which is honestly hilarious, because Alistair's eyes are the same color as Amara's original ones. Turquoise-eyed people in the party now lost their fucking color.
Amara can't see colors, I do forget that. Neither can dogs, so definitely can't know the side But no one else's passive perception is high enough to notice, so Alistair, you walk back in. You have a monocle. Life's pretty good.
That must be a freaking terrifying way to turn into a dog.
What?
Nephany just experienced the same thing Amara did. Just suddenly lost all color.
But my spelling got a lot better. My hearing got a lot better. And now I'm a guard.
That makes the bond between them so much better also. They both went through the same shit.
They did.
That's crazy.
I hope I spelled that name right. Probably did.
So
the second E should be an I, but other than that, you got it.
So I'd fill in the party. I would mention that the dealers. I'd mention the things they sell. The thimble I know for traps. I don't know what anything else is though. I got this monocle. I would mention that apparently we have to be careful what we say around them because they work for one of the for Moongleam. Was it Moongleam? Is that what it was?
Moongrave.
Moongrave. And I had given a hypothetical because I knew they were from Yon. If as merchants and they sell things, would they sell passage? They do not. So they are not they could not be our guide to Yon. But if anybody wants to go look at stuff, some of the stuff seemed neat, but it's I didn't want to stand there and ask like, what's this one do? What's this one do? What's this one do? But I got the monocle and I know what the thimble does, kind of, sort of.
Huh. And what did you... what were the prices like?
So it's like abstract stuff. Like when I brought up the hypothetical passage, they're like, oh, well, if we did sell passage, the price would be like, you'd swap your right foot for another left foot, or like you'd lose the ability to read maps. So like, I turned to the other party members, I pointed my eye, and I'm like, so I gave up the color of my iris for, is that your iris? That's your iris, right?
It is your iris.
Yeah.
It's your iris. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave it the color of my iris so I could have some form of dark vision.
You did what?
My eyes are clear now. I know you can't tell, but they are.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So $1 that my eyes are clear now. Also, maybe someone react to the fact that my eyes are clear now.
Gordon and Cedric, you can both see that his eyes are in fact the irises are fully translucent. They look like he just has a ring of glass around his pupil.
I just sigh, pinch the bridge of my nose, and shake my head.
Valora is fully sleeping. She just has paper scattered all around her on notes of all the information she found.
What'd you say?
He wasn't cursed. Nothing happened. He chose to do it. It's his problem.
I mean, at least you can still see, I guess.
Yeah. It's
right? You can still see color,
yeah, I can
right?
still see perfect. It's just you guys couldn't see the color of my eyes. But wait, hey, maybe that's good because there's that saying like, "Don't shoot till you see the color of their eyes." And now they can never shoot at me because they'll never see the color of my eyes.
Alistair, the phrase.
How would you know you're a scarecrow? Clap.
I think that.
Oh, was that Nephany talking? I'm sorry, Nephany was talking.
That was Clapperclaw. Okay. I guess I don't know.
No, you're right. It 100% is, and now all you have is white.
No, it's white and clear. Clear isn't white. Clear isn't white. Come on. You would say a window pane is white. A window pane is clear.
I think it looks cool, Mr. Buttons.
Yeah. No, I wasn't trying to mock you before when I said you didn't know the saying, Clap.
Oh, okay.
Use a good boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Buttons.
But yeah, they got some beer, they got some pie, they got wood, and hey, this is my answer to you, Amara. They have portraits.
Portraits of what?
The line just said ink portraits. Because
you actually saw one, Alistair, that looked kind of like what you would recognize IRL as a Rorschach plot.
Okay, yeah, they're like abstract. Like they're supposed to look like you or something, but they don't look like you or something. I don't know. You're an artist. I figure you'd appreciate art.
Did they say how it worked? I'm assuming it's a magic portrait of some sort. If the rest of the things are.
Yeah. I didn't ask.
Huh.
Once we got to the travel part, they kind of made me skedaddle, so I didn't get into the anything beyond the two.
Huh.
I see that at least two people are interested in visiting Tevitra really quickly. Are we heading to do that, or is the party going to have any other scenes first? Cool. Cedric, do you have anything to stand on other than just your own wings?
Mr. Gordon.
And Amara.
Got me.
Gordon and Amara have you too.
Oh, I didn't know if everybody was going because you had only invited Gordon, so I didn't know if everybody was going or what was going on.
It's friendship. Friendship.
Is everyone invited, or is this a scene between you two that you want to do?
Not Gordon, goddamn. Cedric specifically said, if you have coin, you're welcome to join. He's going for business, not for...
You literally rhymed.
I actually didn't see that sentence. Okay. Because I saw Amara's, and then I didn't get to read the rest yet.
Gotcha. Cedric, when you stand up from your little perch on the ground, you hear, like, the ringing of wind chimes behind you, and when you turn around, there is a door in the wall behind you.
I would just want to go and poke Zalora, because I know she didn't get to see the magic shop last time. So I'd be like, and I give her, like, I don't actually touch her. I, like, grab, like, a pillow, and I use the pillow to poke her, so I'm not poking her directly.
You just get the pillow really wet.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, Zalora, they're taking a trip to the magic shop. Do you want to go?
She goes, don't hit me.
Oh.
Alistair.
Yeah.
What?
The others are going to the magic shop, and you haven't been yet. Do you want to go?
Sure. Did you get my notes?
What notes?
She points to the things that says note.
Notes.
Oh.
What?
What's
I
it?
love that.
Oh, what's the note? Was the note in chat somewhere?
No, before when I did all the noble stuff.
Oh, okay, to fill us in. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We haven't read them yet, but I saw them there.
She's like, I talk to so many people. Okay. Do I have to talk to people?
If you want to talk to the shopkeep, but you don't have to.
Alright. Yeah, sure. I guess I'll just put this under a pillow, I guess.
Put one under a pillow.
These top secret notes.
No, I'll put them in the bag. My bag. You want me to put them in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. I put the notes in my bag.
Alright, we make our way over to Tephidra's shop. In the door, there is a small slot for the wooden token she gave you before. And we are going to make our way to Tephidra's.
Making our way downtown.
You step through the door into a gently lit cottage. Tephidra is currently lounging on the couch.
Oh, this looks so homey.
Zalora, you see Tephidra lounging on the couch with a small scorpion scuttling around her, a very large scorpion scuttling around her shoulders. She looks up as you walk in, and she puts her knitting down and says, "Oh, I haven't expected to see you so soon. What can I do for you?"
You have a land crab.
I do have a land crab.
So
It's
cute.
a poisonous land lobster? Perhaps crab works just as
Still
Land-
cute.
Land crawfish?
What's its name?
well. Oh, this is Montgomery, darling. And I am Tephidra.
Tephidra. It is really nice to meet you. This is really quite a comforting space you've made here.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. I don't believe I caught your name.
My name is Salora. You can
Oh, bless
call me Laura.
She's going to wave her hand, and a selection of refreshments manifests on the coffee table. As she leans forward and waits for you to tell her what it is that you need.
Hello. I was interested in the lottery you have. They've come in quite useful as of late.
Oh? I do have... There was a certain degree of serendipity to be found in my lotteries. Which one? Arrows, gems, or tokens?
Arrows.
Absolutely. She shifts her hand in the air, and the air behind the couch shimmers as it reveals a shelf with a small slot for coins and a handle to turn. Who is doing how many pulls on the arrow lottery?
Amara looks very confused.
Can you pop up the shop menu again? Or is it somewhere in the handouts?
It's in the chat.
It is pinned in Sylvan Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Rather quickly beforehand, as he takes out the thing of marbles, these may very well be mundane, but I personally do not know any way you could tell.
Of course, darling. I typically charge a small fee for identification services, but you are just so darling. She's going to take it from you and and look into it. Oh, interesting. The marbles themselves are pretty, but not magical. But these were a gift to you, weren't they? They were a payment for services rendered. And I am going to introduce a new little concept here, where sometimes you will get tokens or parcels that don't have any inherent value, but can be traded into Tephidra's shop for store credit.
What? I have things.
You mean like this statue as well? As he shows up the tiny sylph statue?
Ooh, this is a lovely little piece. I can't offer you money for them, but I'm happy to offer you store credit.
That's good as
I
money.
would say, let's say 50 gold for the statuette, 500 for the marbles. Does that sound fair?
Sounds very fair. Yep, very fair.
So what are...
If I were you, I would work on your poker face.
I've had a long day.
So what are you trading in?
He's trading in a bag of marbles that he got for babysitting a frog, for a large frog for a bullywog. as well as the small wooden statuette that y'all. That was one of the trinkets you got from the gushing well.
I have a coin from the well.
Darling.
I didn't. I thought I wrote it down for some reason, but I don't see it in my stuff. But it was like I gave them a coin and they gave me a coin.
I do recall you trading for a coin at the
Yeah.
well, and she'll take it for another 50 gold as store credit.
Cool.
I have a lavender lily pad in my hair. Does she look at that?
She'll take that and say, "Ooh, this is a trinket with some affection tied to it. There was some emotion behind this." How does 300 gold worth of store credit sound?
I suppose so, although I do kind of enjoy it. I just got it.
Oh, darling, I don't need to have it. Nor are you obligated to give it to me.
I know.
I just realized out of character. Oh, sorry.
I hold on to it for a while and just know its value, and maybe I'll trade it in when I'm ready.
Well, I'll tell you what, darling. She's gonna wave her hand over it, and she casts a small little bit of magic. And she says, to help preserve it for the future. Functionally, she just casts a modified version of Gentle Repose to keep the flower alive a bit longer.
So it's worth 300 gold?
350 gold worth of store credit at Tetradra's shop. She seems to take into account the emotional or volume of gratitude in an object as much as its actual physical or magical value.
I just realized another problem with the Crusher thing was I was hoping to get the Cumulus tier at some point, and that's a blade and not bludgeoning, so that's like another thorn, so that's a thing.
Well, you see her kind of bite her lip for a second, and she pulls out her small pearl that she got for her ice diamond that she gave to her little friend. And she's like, I don't suppose this one.
Ooh, a lovely little couple of pearls. These seem well cleaned, though with a few flecks of mud. Mud, Memphis?
Yes, we had quite a bit of fun that day.
I can tell these are glowing. I give you 400 for these. No, 475.
All right.
Does that displease you, darling?
No, it's just a bit of home. You understand.
Well, I'll tell you what. 375 for most of them, and I'll leave one for you.
I think that's a good deal. She gives most of them away.
Please note that she's not giving you gold, so do not mark on your sheets as such. She's giving you store credit for her shop specifically.
I'm not writing on my sheet.
Cool.
I mean, you should write it somewhere, but...
You can mark out as a custom item, X amount of store credit for Tetradra's shop.
Yeah, I have mine in additional features and traits, just 550G worth of credit.
There you go.
Mine and other items.
How does it work for these slaughtering machines?
You'll simply mark in, if it's store credit, you'll simply swipe your finger across it and pull the lever. As many times as you wish.
What exactly is a feather token?
A feather token is a small little parcel that transforms into an object. And that can be any number of things, darling. You're looking at potentially a boat, maybe a tree, maybe a...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Any number of things.
Okay.
Question. I have something called a pebble, which is Tensor's floating disc.
What?
Hmm.
How'd you get Tensor's floating disc?
You got... That's something you got from the carnival.
Oh, okay.
One of the trinkets you got from one of the carnival games.
Okay.
That pebble casts Tensor's floating disc one time.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know how you guys have stuff. Literally, the only thing I have is pixie dust. I have nothing else.
I have a hand puppet. That's about it. It's not even worth anything.
Yeah, me and Amara are in the same boat.
We keep randomly getting stuff off of probably pure chance.
Yeah.
I like giving things.
For me, I had just been
We should start keeping things in
and
the party.
doing
with
stuff
that.
because it's fun, and also I'd gotten the lavender lily pad just because I really wanted to write a poem for that lady.
When you interact with the world and invest in things, the world interacts and invests in you back.
Yeah, a lot of it has been just like in stuff that like wasn't combat or like big things. Like the small stuff is where we're getting a lot of these items.
No, I know.
Really interesting to see. Now I gotta
Does anyone want to buy anything while we're here?
yes.
Let me check. Now I actually have money.
I'm going to do 10 rolls of the arrow.
10 rolls on the arrow pole. Would you kindly roll for me a D100 5 times? Sorry, you
Can I,
say 5 or 10?
10.
You said 10, so I need 10 rolls of a D100.
I'm wondering how that math works.
Poorly.
Oh.
Alright, so we have a 59, a 52,
Oh,
a
280s.
16, a 25, 80 twice, a 3, a 46, and a 73. Alright. That's a lot, so here's what I'm just gonna write this in a DM and Discord to you, Dalton.
That is fair.
So let's see.
Part of me is tempted to spend more, but I also don't want to spend it all in one day.
Jesus. Cedric, since when do you use arrows?
Oh,
I don't.
he doesn't. They're for you. Hey, bar out loud.
I think everybody came.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he came with because he was saying he didn't have money.
No, I said I didn't have money once we were here and we were looking at the menu.
God.
I actually forgot I do have one thing. I don't know what it is. In my inventory, it just says stone mouse. So I don't know what that is.
I gave y'all a bunch of stuff around that carnival, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I hold up the stone mouse and I go, Tephradra, is this anything?
I'm going to be real, darling. I have no idea.
Okay. I also used to work in a carnival. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's look at the price. Anything I can just get for you guys. And items are one per, right? Like there can't be multiples of one.
Depends on the item. Weapons and armor are absolutely one and done. Other things, maybe.
Because I was looking at the lucky streak, I'm like, maybe I could get one for Gordon, but no.
No, there's only one lucky streak.
Okay.
You need armor.
is this only for arrows, or do bolts work as well?
Buy armor for yourself.
They work interchangeably in crossbows or bows.
Armor is too expensive, except for the adamantine chain.
Adamantite?
No, it's adamantine, not tight.
Is it tine?
Yeah, it's time. That's what's written in the thing. Adamantine.
I
Adamantine.
pronounce it adamantine.
Yeah.
That's 18, yeah.
So, chainmail. Is chainmail what I was looking at? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Huh. That'll work. Guess how much it costs. And how much credit I have exactly. After buying.
I was gonna say, I have 50 GP credit now, and I'm not really using it for anything.
Fuck you. Did you really roll that out?
Oh dear.
I need to make sure that
That's never the good thing to hear.
It's a good thing for you.
Uh-huh.
I say on the contrary.
Did I roll another Huntress arrow?
What?
Yes, you did.
Oh
You
shit.
did roll another Huntress arrow.
Which of the two was
That's
the Huntress
wild,
again?
because I could not afford another one specifically.
Yeah. It's a 77.
Hey, look at the bright side. At least it's not an 80.
Oh, that's a good point. Now that if we roll things, we can just straight up buy them, right?
Yeah, but the price.
If they have price.
Once I determine what the price is for them.
I see.
I am making that up on the spot.
I see.
Yeah. Like
The Hunter Sarah was.
It makes sense why that costs so much.
It was expensive.
Also, Gordon, did you get something last time? I can't remember.
I left behind my little snake fang, but I'm making installments till I get it.
I don't really see anything that's good for me, generally.
Speaking of installments, it's not much, but I have 5 gold.
I'm just gonna pass for now, and I'll keep a to-do.
How much is left on it, Gordon?
I add new stock constantly, so
That's fine. Right now, I'm kind of interested in the shopkeeper, so that's fine.
Alright.
Oh,
I forgot her name already, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Cathedra.
Yeah. So, Gordon, how much is left on your payment?
I have not made any, so...
So how much is left?
All of it.
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah. No. I was thinking no.
What were you buying? Over time?
My snake fang that I left behind to get fashioned into a sword.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
right. Okay.
Ideas, you got 2 of them.
I really want over time. I really want the mimic, like pretty bad.
I'm half expecting that mimic to eat you.
Oh dear.
But it's friendly.
I mean, it also said that it needs to be fed.
Yeah,
So if it's not fed.
I will feed it.
Okay, but this Altrasca's Triumph thing is 45k. That is ludicrous.
Excuse me, what is where? Where's that?
I have never had that much money in a game, and I played Pathfinder.
Oh, my like Monday and Friday games regularly have a lot of money. I feel like.
And Mithril
Saturday too. Yeah.
Bands Celestial deals you certain victory enhancing on. Judging by what that is, I understand why it costs so much because I have a feeling I know what that is.
Jesus.
I'm not going to say it yet, but I have a feeling. Oh, so if it's okay with you, JD, I'm going to add the Adamantine chainmail and pay her the 500 in credit that I got.
Yes, absolutely, and that is an item she has multiples of in stock.
Cool, I have 0 G worth of credit. From 550 to 0 in one day.
You didn't spend any regular money, so there you go.
I mean, I'm tempted to get you more arrows, but...
I can only carry so many of them.
That's exactly why I haven't done it yet.
Thank you.
Oh, the problem is I don't really have enough water to deal with it to have a seal or a walrus. There's not a great deal of room in here.
What?
Zalora and I were speaking.
I'm gonna say they're actually excellent guards, to be honest.
If they're not trying to eat your damn cattle.
Oh,
Seal?
that's a nice arrow. I like that number 80.
You got 2 of those.
Yeah. And she has no mundanity, correct? Like, nothing in the sword
It
would be
depends on
mundane.
what you're looking for. What are you interested in?
Maybe a short bow?
You could do an ordinary short bow.
Oh, if we're talking mundane things, I also was looking for something.
You're looking
You
for...
already
Well,
have 7 silver out for a great club. So.
Yes, but I also wanted some kind of ranged bludgeoning weapon, so like some kind of hammer.
ranged?
A ranged blood.
So they exist. So they're called light.
Throwing hammer?
What?
A throwing hammer?
I think it's it might not be called. It is a throwing hammer, but I don't know if it's called a throwing hammer. 1 second.
Is it a maul?
No. It's called a hammer. I just don't remember what kind of hammer. Is it a light hammer? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Let me see. A light hammer is bludgeoning thrown. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Actually, I think maybe a longbow would be better, because I'm not going to be able to move for a while. So
We have a spare longbow.
Right, we do. Forgot.
But yeah, if you
Not
have...
like I'm just kind of just chilling now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is fair. Party inventory exists, kind of. Yeah. Because yeah, that would be much appreciated.
Honestly, I think Amara didn't really know what to do with the other bow, so she's just still had both on her back.
Well, that works. Oh, I like number 73. That's going to be helpful.
Yeah, so Tefindra, do you possibly have 2 light hammers?
Pair of light hammers. Let me see. She actually reaches into her, extra dimensional stock, and she pulls out 2 bricks of iron, and she holds her hands over them, and she twists, and the iron shapes into a pair of hammers. Ah,
Very nice. Very cool.
yeah, there we go.
I appreciate that you make mundane weapons in the same way that a wizard or spellcaster does prestidigitation.
Darling, do you think I am any less magic than my wares?
Oh no, not at all. I just think it's funny that you make weapons that are sometimes a little bit more pricey. Like it was child's play. It's amusing.
I'm a witch!
You
I'm
are
impressed.
a flatterer, aren't you?
I only speak truth.
So how much for those fine hammers?
Give me 1 second, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I should have given
No,
you that.
there's a lot of discussion happening back and forth. I'm trying to keep track of all of it. A light hammer is what it is called, right?
Yeah.
$2 gold per hammer, plus 1 gold for construction, total of 5.
Okay. Deal.
Lovely. Pleasure doing business, Mr. Buttons.
Thank you.
Would you be opposed if I posted these in like a notes section so we can
You
start making
absolutely
photos?
may do so.
Okay.
Do you want me to make a party loot
That would be nice.
handout?
We have a party loot handout.
I was thinking we
You?
just make one for specifically for the arrows so we can start filling out as we get them.
Oh.
That's just a me thing.
Oh, an arrow check.
Oh, as a checklist, yeah, I guess for the shop. But then I think we also could put them in the party. We could also have, yeah.
All players, edited by all players.
What was it?
I have a tracking Tephidra's lotteries.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in miscellaneous alongside the party loot.
Speaking of extra equipment, does anybody want a javelin or a spear? Because I'm switching to light hammers, and therefore I do not need them.
Who can pick up a javelin or a spear?
I own a spear. What's the difference between a javelin and a spear?
Javelin has a
Javelins.
throwing range.
They both have throwing range actually, but javelins go further 30, 120, whereas a spear goes 20, 60.
Does it still have simple versatile?
Spear does, but javelin does not. Javelin does not. Yeah.
I will stick to my spear.
Adding a bunch of numbers all the way to 100 real quick.
You can just add in the ones that you have in numerical order, and then slot in the others as you find them.
That makes more sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes. But I don't do things that make sense.
Tepidra looks to you, Gordon, and says, "You've been somewhat quiet, darling."
No, you do not.
I don't got much in the old coin purse. I'm just here with the rest.
And you're already working on credit, so perhaps more purchasing isn't wise right now.
Exactly.
A prudent man, to an extent.
I spent most of my cash getting ready for this.
I could get you something relatively cheap if you want. Maybe a spin on the lottery. It's the least I can do.
Fine, one spin.
Which one?
I'll take a spin on the lottery. I ain't taking that much.
There's 3 lotteries, Gordon.
Yeah, there's 3
Oh,
lotteries. You wouldn't use the
Yeah,
arrow one
arrows.
probably, but the other 2.
Feather tokens and elemental gems.
I can't afford an elemental gem.
That one is a bit pricey, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I'll just see if there's something for the old crossbow. Maybe that'll help.
Do these arrows, do they work only for arrows, or would they adjust?
No, they shape themselves into the appropriate firing mechanisms for crossbows as well.
Okay.
I've actually been told by someone that he managed to put one into a ballista and it worked. I haven't myself tried that. I have a bit of a dearth of siege weapons lying around, but who knows?
I don't have one, but what about a slingshot? I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Slingshot
kidding.
it's not sharp, unfortunately. Although the idea of enchanted rocks does strike me as interesting.
Technically, that's what the elemental stones would be.
Oh, that's hilarious, actually.
Well, if we're getting for the group at this point, might as well. Also, JD, I apologize ahead of time.
For what?
That.
What?
Cedric! Joseph is like, I am going to put a limit on this. I can see it in his face.
92, 96, 94. Which
One was the number I agree on.
Which ones? Wait, here's the thing though. There's only 6 different feather tokens, so we're gonna get some duplicates.
That's not feather tokens. It's arrows.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Gordon. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, he couldn't afford 10 rolls in the feather token.
Okay, I was confused.
Lottery.
Yes.
59. I think 59.
Because he said the words "they're for the party," and then that's why I was confused. Okay, cool.
So
Party
36,
loot.
93,
Yes, gotcha.
Party arrows.
Get
96
No,
again,
that's-
64, 94, 78, 31. I will give you those after the session.
That is fair. I'm not making you do that right now.
Cool.
There we go. I think I've updated the trackings just for what they do.
Stupendous.
How's your purse doing over there?
Still have 50 gold.
That is the smallest
That's
amount.
store credit or
No,
actual?
that's just gold. That's just
Gotcha.
gold.
I
I
think
had-
that's the smallest amount I've ever heard you say.
Well, I normally said 100.
I only have 7.
I don't buy things normally.
Normally I don't either, but this time I actually want to buy something.
Ugh. These arrows are going to be quite handy.
You did also get armor, right?
Yes, I got the Adamantine Armor before I did this. Which means... Oh, wait, JD, I have a question now.
So,
So I'm gonna ping this so you can read it. So, because I have Adamantine Armor, does that mean my Strength of the Grave will now always activate if it drops me down, even on a crit? Because it negates it?
unless it's radiant damage.
Yeah, besides that point. But, like, because I have Adamantine, the crit wouldn't stop it, correct?
Yes, until it succeeds the first time in a day, yes.
Cool.
Fancy.
And did that require attunement or no?
No, it does not.
Cool. And then I will, Gordon, I will hand you back your dagger.
Oh, thank you.
As I add the longbow from...
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot I gave that to you.
Is there a way using D&D Beyond to add, like, an ability like Dark Vision, like, or edit anything like that to your character?
Add the goggles of night vision to your character.
Okay.
Yeah, those are really nice.
I can't add the Malachite Wind into my character sheet because it's
No, we can't make that work, unfortunately.
too fancy. So
Roll
just FYI, Joe, I still have a longbow in my inventory, but it's for rolling purposes.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I'm trying to make it work right now. The issue is that there's no way in D&D Beyond to, like, alter the base damage or range of a weapon.
I could do Roll20. I do like the new Roll20 system, not gonna lie. They've made it nicer.
I showed her how, and I can help her.
If you want to do that, that's totally fine. As a note, Dalton, or rather Cedric, your adamantine chain is a chain shirt.
Does that affect the armor or no?
The AC is 13 plus Dex mod max of 2.
Got it.
Hit his boo.
I was gonna say, oh no, not your boo, but you corrected yourself too quickly.
Y'all both immediately jumped on that.
Yeah.
Chain shirt.
Your boo where it belongs.
Back in the boo.
Man, time.
When did Maybell get here?
Gonna say, that's terrifying implications.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Suddenly my priorities shifted.
Oh no! Takes the dagger in his boo where it belongs.
Man,
Who do you think you are, Cedric and Amara?
Hey!
Man, I hope that...
Alright,
I hope
with that, I
Bullywug
believe
comes
we are
back.
heading out of temperature shock for the time being.
Yeah.
I play with Montgomery.
Do you
Can
need
I
me to
put
save
5
those
gold
numbers,
down
or
as
do
an
you have them written
installment?
down?
Never leave.
She is going to hand you, Zalora, a wooden token. It looks like a small wooden coin.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, for returning whenever you next feel the need.
Oh,
Be
Thank
well,
you.
darlings.
Thank you, Tapija.
Thank you.
Did I
Yes,
put a
thank
5
you.
gold deposit?
thank you.
You could put 5 gold towards... Make sure you're tracking that.
Yeah, I am.
So you have 995 gold remaining.
Yep.
And
Hey.
we are back. I'm sorry, was Laura about to say something?
Yeah. She looks up. She's like, "Does everyone have this little token?"
No, I only give one out.
Oh,
That's my way of ensuring that if you're a bad customer, you don't get to return.
Oh.
You
Okay.
open that, the door opens for all of you.
Oh, all right.
So now
well,
does
thank
the
you.
party have 2 of them then?
No, it was
because
used.
the one that you put in to get here this time was consumed.
Oh, I see.
You never have more than one at a time.
I see.
So Laura says, "Well, thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you. I felt really at home here, and thanks for introducing me to your shop and Montgomery, and hopefully we'll come again soon."
I look forward to it, darling. She kisses all 5 of you on the cheek and
Oh.
sends you off.
Amara pats Montgomery on the head.
Montgomery clicks happily.
Animals are cute.
And we are back in Downfall.
Take my water animals away with me.
Does the party do anything else before taking a long rest for the night?
I make them read my notes.
Yes, we read your notes. I take them out of my pocket,
Absolutely.
and we read your notes.
You all go over the information that Zalora discovered while talking with the nobility. You get more affirmation that Bavlorna loves dead animals. But now you know the more exotic, the better.
The spinning thing's weird.
The spinning thing's weird.
Spinning thing is new, yes.
Did we have notes previously about her being superstitious at all?
Amara, give me an intelligence check for something.
Do I need to? I have that feat.
Oh, you have keen mind. You never forget anything you've heard.
Within the last month, yes.
Amara, you remember hearing that Bavlorna is allergic to something.
Yes.
Oh.
Given that
Circles.
she's a hag, it might not be something physical.
She could be allergic to circles.
Probably. Who knows?
Interesting.
Keen mind's gonna be the fucking death of me.
I used a whole feat on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? You're getting your mileage out of it. Absolutely.
Now that we know, I've talked to the dark dealers about Yon, but Clap, you're from thither, right?
Yeah, I am.
Do you know how to get to and from?
I could go back. I don't wanna, but I could.
We would definitely take care of you and keep you safe if we were to go there.
It seems like you don't want to. Do you want to tell us why? Laura kind of sits next to him and pats his leg.
Aw, I ran away so Granny wouldn't make me do any more bad things.
Yes, we knew. Yeah.
He's never mentioned Granny before.
No, I know the
I
Granny's
don't think
new.
I remember
That's
him saying doing bad things
he said
either.
he ran away. He ran away because that's the only.
He
part
ran
we knew.
away to be a better scarecrow, I thought, originally.
Zalora's like,
Y'all have never asked him why he ran away before.
No,
Yeah.
that hasn't come up.
Okay.
Zalora was
Zalora's
saying
like,
something?
yeah, who's Granny and why was she making you do bad things?
Granny's the one who made me.
Oh.
And that means I belong to her. So I can't disobey her if she tells me to do something. So I went somewhere where I wouldn't be able to hear her anymore.
Oh.
Can I tell you something? The person who made me did lots of bad things. And, yeah. And just because someone made you doesn't mean you have to do what they say.
I mean, I don't know how it is for you, but I do, because Granny Nightshade has a spell on me, so I can't disobey her.
Nightshade?
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Is
Is it just hearing that's the problem? Hearing her tell you stuff to do.
I don't know. I know that when she tells me to do stuff, I don't get to say no.
So maybe you don't actually go into thither. You just show us how to, and you can you would take us as far as.
To Alistair, and she's like, "It's not about you right now, Alistair. Can you?"
I was the one who started the conversation in the first place. I shouldn't be pushed out of my own conversation.
He just said that.
Fighting? I don't want to fight.
I was trying to comfort him by saying that if he were to help us, we wouldn't make him go in. He would just show us the door and he could stay here. That is comforting him. That's what I was trying to do.
Please don't fight.
He's telling us that basically someone's making him do stuff, and you're like, "Well, you don't have to go in."
Well, yeah, because that way he'll still have his freedom. He'll still be here where his freedom is.
How about helping him to gain his freedom?
Yes, and so sorry. Zalora, you've been, let's rewind. You haven't been here. We already agreed to help him get his head back. Blazestraw has his moose head. Was it moose or deer, elk, something?
I think it's like a stag.
Yeah, so we already agreed to get his head back, and he had mentioned that he was on the run. So yeah, I think we'd already planned to help him, and then I was going to get to, in a second, before I didn't get to finish my sentence. What I was going to say was, he wouldn't have to let us in. We could go in, and we could stop his boss, so he'd never have to be afraid again. So it is in service to him as well as helping us. I wasn't being selfish. I was trying to help everybody.
are we all
Laura just kind
done?
of puts her arm around his shoulder, and she's like, "It would be a very brave thing of you to help us, but you don't have to put yourself in danger if you don't want to. We'll try to help you no matter what. You don't have to force yourself."
No, of course not.
I know. But I was taught that when someone does something nice for you, you do something nice for them back.
And that would be very brave of you to do that.
He swings his legs off the chair that he's sitting on. Can we go to sleep now? I'm tired.
Absolutely. Do you want to be dry or wet when you sleep?
I can't really not be wet here, but my straw gets uncomfy when it's too wet.
I gust him to dry off the straw. I blow dry him. I literally blow dry him.
Oh.
Oh, that felt weird. Do it again.
Some of the straw falls off.
So you play with Clapperclaw a bit more before bed. Are there any other scenes before bed?
I don't think so.
Alright. Then we have a brief interlude of sleep.
I get my slots back.
Yeah.
which means everyone gets any used spell slots back. You all recover hit points.
Oh, sorry. Did the bullywug ever come back? Probably not, but did they?
He hasn't yet, no.
Okay.
Well, at least he knows what he's looking for now.
We go to the following morning when a knocking is heard at your door, or the door of the Sinking Palace.
I'll go ahead and greet the person.
I have a question, Mr. JD.
Let's answer that question first. What's up?
It's a new dawn, and I'm right by that cabin.
It is a new dawn, and you're right by that cabin.
Why do you say these things?
It's real loud in the back of your head.
I say things because I keep JD on.
I mean, yeah, that's very good.
It's demanding immediate action, but you think that your grace period is much lower than it has been before.
Got it. I'm gonna go through the day and hope so for now.
All right. Gordon, you open the door and you see a guard standing on the other side who is holding an incredibly dirty club in his hand.
Morning.
Hi, I have a delivery for a rabbit person whose name I didn't get.
I just
turn around.
Alistair!
Yes, I'd be the rabbit person whose name you didn't get. Button.
Yeah, you're the one.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a big old club for you.
Oh, thank you. That's so good of you to bring it.
Alistair, you have a great club.
Yeah.
Also, His Majesty King Golub says to be ready in an hour for the trial.
Okay. Where are we going in an hour? Are they coming to get us, or do we have to go somewhere?
No, you're gonna go to the Proving Ground, and then we'll bring out the prisoner.
And the Proving Ground's the place that's, like, just north of here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, thanks.
What preparations does the party make?
Well, first of all, I'm still going through my spells.
Going through his spells, indeed.
Amara, okay. Spare arrows I can use that aren't of the magical kind?
I should, yeah.
Okay.
I know what I can use for this, though. We're gonna take that.
Cedric was not prepared to be a bowman.
Huh.
No.
Also,
I'm gonna need that.
Bow my packed weapon, since I just need a long rest.
Oh, technically, yeah, I don't need arrows anymore, so yeah, I would just give you that quiver.
I might have misunderstood something.
What is that?
So, a great club is simple, so I can use it.
But it is also heavy and two-handed, right?
So that's what I was trying to find out. Two-handed doesn't seem like a problem because I was using a javelin before, which I could use two-handed. But
same with the quarterstaff.
Can heavy things not be monk weapons? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think that heavy weapons can be monk weapons.
Oh, I went through all that for nothing then. I'd like to rewind time. Kyle didn't know that. I think Alistair would have. Kyle didn't know that. Okay. I kind of thought that if I was proficient with it, I could make it a monk weapon. That was my understanding.
So short swords and any simple melee weapon that doesn't have the two-handed or heavy property can be a monk weapon. I thought javelins were versatile.
Well, they are, but I was always using it two-handed.
but because it's versatile and not strictly two-handed,
okay,
you can still use it as a monk weapon.
So I have to. Okay, then I might want to change out this great club for a regular club. Is that the thing?
Yeah, that's fine. Still 7 silver.
Yeah.
Also, Dalton, similar rule for Hex Warrior. You cannot pick a weapon with the two-handed property to be your hex weapon.
Oh no! F this. A club is a D4. I don't want to be a crusher. I would like to retrain my feet and go with like something else. I hate all of this now.
You were using the feet under false pretenses.
Yes.
You have like here's a polearm master.
Well, no. What I'll do is I'll go with either like cleric initiate or wizard initiate to pick up more elemental spells, so I can, or druid initiate, so I can get some elemental stuff. Is probably what I'll do.
You can just get what is it? What is it? I use it all the time. Is it a maul or what do I use? My book thing.
It's not simple. It's not simple. It's not simple.
Martial.
Yeah, it's not martial. It's not simple, so I can't use it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Improved
So, yeah.
pack weapon is the one that makes it so it can be a longbow.
Okay.
That is
so
correct.
rewind.
So I will get that next level.
I do love that my little quest to get new items was completely pointless, and we're now Groundhog Daying it. Like it's just like.
I am sorry, buddy. I thought that you knew what. I thought that you knew those rules.
Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
It's cursed. Is that only when you hit them? That's fine.
Well, instead of Crusher, you could always get Slasher or Piercer.
So the problem with that is my fists will always do bludgeoning. So it's like so no matter what, I'm doing half a dozen of one and half a dozen of the other. So I'll never be able to. Yeah, they won't mesh is the idea. So.
Oh, just
I look too far into the
Have
future. Sorry.
bludgeoning with your fists.
Well, no, yeah, I'm saying like that. Yeah, I'll just take more spells is what I'll do. Yeah.
For the packed weapon, I looked too far into the future because that was one I was gonna grab. Nope, gotta wait till level 5. then it'll be a packed weapon. Then
The party begins to hear murmuring and much mumbling and talking outside as the nobility gathers for what is sure to be a riveting performance.
Are the rest of us just gonna, like, stand around and watch while Gordon does this fight?
Can we?
I understand.
No one is. We don't have like sorry, what I was trying to say was he is a bard, so none of us can give him like bardic inspiration or anything. But can you like hunter's mark for him, or like is there anything of that nature that we can give him any advantage on the battlefield?
I don't think it would give him any advantage. It would just give me.
Yeah, I don't mean literally hunter's mark, but I mean things like guidance or bless or aid.
So I will say that there are a couple of things that you might be able to do for this. The Hex spell could give the king disadvantage on wisdom checks to see past the performance. Things like a gust or a shape water could like create dramatic gusts of wind or sprays of water to make the whole thing seem more dramatic. I am more than happy to hear from y'all what you would like to do to make this more interesting. What I will say is that it's already 9:30. So I am about to call it here, once we get set up for the fight, so y'all will have some time to think about this. The party, is ushered outside.
I gotta stay next to Gordon, well, if Gordon's going to, I gotta stay next to Amara.
Somehow ended up holding clatter something.
Clapperclaw?
Clapperclaw.
I
I
guess I'm coming too.
I am in charge.
I also have Clapperclaw. Anybody can move, so
Everyone is in charge of Clapperclaw.
Yeah, I had been moving him last time, but anybody is free.
No, he's mine.
Oh no,
Guys.
he tugged! I'm running away!
Clapperclaw! Get behind me, Clapperclaw! I'll give you safe!
Oh no!
If you get wet, I will dry you!
So, Clapperclaw walks back over here. The guard says, please proceed to the proving grounds.
Is that where the king be?
No, the king is making his way towards there. The proving grounds are where Gordon is heading. Gordon, you head there and you see, the guards usher you to the opposite edge of the proving ground. So y'all are stopping around here.
Okay.
As Sir Wigglewog of Mugwort stands at the opposite side.
So hard to see.
It is hard to see. I don't know why this area is...
Everything is so dark.
Let me see. Can I do this as a blanket thing? No, I can't do that. I was gonna... but before the next session, I might increase y'all's viewing ranges, because this is going to be difficult for everyone, I think. Regardless, Gordon, as you head out and start prepping yourself, you see Sir Wigglewog of Mugwort herself. She is still dressed in her prisoner's rags, but she is holding what looks like a rusted longsword. And she performs a few flourishes with it that you immediately recognize as being the handiwork of someone who knows her way around a blade.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
And she looks at you, Gordon, and it's silent, but you see this, like, unspoken agreement. That if this isn't good, this isn't going to end well for either of you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of give back that little nod, kind of like you're respecting combatant, hoping to God she gets the point.
I mean, we discussed it before we left. She definitely gets the point.
I know, but the thing is, I'm trying to make it not look like we're planning something to everyone
Then
watching.
winking at her is definitely not the idea.
I didn't wink, I was nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking up on the land bridge, with guards on either side, you hear a trumpeting as King Gullop the 19th is now in attendance. And the king says, "Ladies and gentlelogs, we are here to witness a trial by combat between the traitorous Wigglewog of Mugwort." You hear the obvious jeers and boos from the assembled nobility and guards. "And one of our own visitors, the Sheriff Gordon of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Will the combatants please acknowledge each other?" Sir Wigglewog puts one arm behind her back, performs a salute with her sword, and bows to you, Gordon.
I'll return the gesture.
Gordon, the two of you strike ready stances, and the king says, "On the honor of King Gullop the 19th, I do hereby..." And then he stops short.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
And all of you turn around as the guard to his immediate left whips off his mask that was the face of another bullywog and says, "For the glory of Bogwater!" And that is where we're going to end this session.
It was another bullywug under the bullywug, though, right?
It was another bullywog under the bullywug.
Wow.
It was.
Amazing.
Well, this suddenly just escalated.
I hope that was one of them that we didn't talk to.
It might be better, though.
Oh, okay.
Because
It was?
maybe they'll forgive me, or forgive us.
It was.
Oh,
It
no.
was Lady Bogwater.
Wait, was that somebody that,
Yeah, which
that
was-
was your
It
talk
was
to?
a Bogwater. It was not Lady Bogwater.
Yes, but who was the Bogwater person? Was that Wyatt's person? Gordon?
That was Lady Moistwort of Bogwater, who intended to kill the king by dropping rocks on him.
Yeah, so different person, but yes.
Rocks.
Somebody in her family had better ideas.
Was this the same guard that he was whispering to yesterday?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. You're not sure. The bullywog's all kind of weird.
Hey, we don't talk like that around here.
Folks, thank you all so much for playing. I hope everyone had fun this session.
Yes.
Yay!
Jess,
Yeah.
welcome back. I'm so glad to have you back.
Coming in strong with the nobility.
Coming in real strong.
Wow.
She's like,
Gotta put my noble face on. And she's like, oh, shaking on the inside. Just let me be in my blanket, Taco.
Yeah.
I think you did very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spending money.
That's my work persona coming out. Gotta be people first.
There you go.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Absolutely.
Good
You
night.
have a good night.
Spending money
For
was